And that's when I realized I had accidentally signed up for an intergalactic baking competition. Can you believe it, Alice?
Oh Bob, that's quite a predicament. I can't imagine you as a master baker.
Hush, hush, we're going live in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Earthlings. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Earth. I'm your host, Charlie, joined by our esteemed panel members, Bob and Alice. How are you both doing today?
Well, Charlie, I've been juggling my accounting duty with the final rehearsals for my intergalactic accounting musical. It's been quite a balancing act, I must say.
And I've been trying to understand the intricate nuance of human politics. It's like a never-ending puzzle, but one that constantly disappoints.
The joys of life on Earth. Now, let's dive right into today's topic. But before we do, let's recap our previous episodes for our dear listeners at home. Last time, our intrepid crew faced the laughing virus, dealing with their deepest fears while searching for an antidote. It was a roller coaster ride of comedic and psychological twists.
A bit more lively, Charlie.
Right you are, Debbie. So, folks, our crew battled their inner demons, braved challenging quests, and even encountered unexpected shifts in gravity. But now, it's time to shift our focus to a new challenge.
And now for our headlines.
Good evening, intergalactic viewers. Welcome to 24/7 Newsroom, the segment where we bring you the latest news from Earth and beyond. I'm Charlie, and I am joined by my esteemed co-hosts, Bob and Alice. How are you both doing today?
Doing great, Charlie. Ready to dive into some fascinating news and have a few laughs along the way.
Absolutely, Bob. Let's get started with our first article. Today, we have an interesting story from Guinea. The headline reads, Guinea basketball makes wave at continental level.
Ah, basketball. The sport of champions. You know, Alice, back in my home world, we loved a good competitive game. War was our main form of entertainment, after all.
Well Bob, it seems Guinea is making quite the impression on the African basketball scene. The SLAC, the country's basketball team, has represented Guinea twice at the BAL, the Basketball Africa League.
That's quite an achievement, Alice. And it seems their performance has earned them a direct qualification for the second round of the BAL 2023 qualifiers. They must be thrilled.
Excuse me, can I join the discussion?
Not now, Debbie. We're in the middle of a segment.
But I have something relevant to add.
Sorry, Debbie, but this is a professional news segment. We need to stay on track.
They never listen to me either, Roger.
We have to find a way to make them hear us. Go.
Now, let's delve deeper into this story. Guinea's basketball teams, both boys and girls, have the opportunity to participate in the African U16 Championship, set to take place in Tunisia.
It's great to see young athletes getting such amazing opportunities. It gives me hope for the future.
Well, Alice, if there's one thing we can all agree on, is that sports have a unique way of bringing people together, regardless of their backgrounds.
That's right, Bob. And it seems like Guinea is making its mark in the basketball world. Now, let's move on to our country trivia. Can you guess what Guinea's official language is?
French, of course.
Ah, oui, Alice. That's correct. So, if you're planning a trip to Guinea, make sure to brush up on your French phrases.
Bonjour.
And there's Debbie, always adding her unique touch. Well, that wraps up our first segment of 24/7 Newsroom. Stay tuned for more exciting news after the commercial break.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We're diving into our second article of the day. Alice, why don't you hit us with the headline?
Thanks Bob. Our second article takes us to Paraguay. The headline reads, Paraguay rebut Argentina's plan on river toll.
The age-old battle of tolls. Nothing screams fun like arguing about money.
Well, this dispute seems to be heating up. Paraguay is challenging Argentina's justification for charging a river toll. They argue that the documentation provided doesn't back up the fees.
Sounds like they're calling Argentina's bluff. But, seriously, who enjoys paying tolls anyway? It's like highway robbery.
Oh Bob, always with the puns. But you're right. The Paraguayan Commission claims that the technical data provided doesn't justify the service. Allegedly rendered.
It's a classic case of show as the receipts. If you're gonna charge a toll, you better have a good reason for it.
Absolutely. It seems that only one company has paid the toll so far, but they did it under protest. They coughed up around $800,000 according to industry insiders.
Wow, that's a hefty sum. I hope they at least got a complimentary beverage or a snack for their troubles.
I doubt it Bob. But interestingly, at a recent regional meeting on the river agreement, Brazil, Uruguay, Bolivia, and Paraguay expressed their opposition to the toll imposed by Argentina.
It seems like they are standing together against this toll. It's like a coalition of the anti-tollers.
Laughs, I like that term, Charlie. But this is a significant issue. The private sector in Paraguay is suggesting that the toll on the waterway should be a central topic for the Paraguayan delegation at the upcoming Mercosur summit in July.
The diplomatic route. Let's hope they can find a resolution without resorting to water gunfights or naval battles.
Well, it'll certainly be interesting to see how this dispute unfolds. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on the river toll drama.
And on that note, let's take a quick break. Stay tuned for more riveting news and humorous banter on 24/7 Newsroom.
Cut. Alright, we're off the air now, guys. Phew, that was an intense discussion about tolls. But hey, I have to ask, did you guys make any progress in your search for the antidote?
Well, Debbie, things got pretty interesting while we were off camera. We split up into pairs to explore different sections of the relay station. Alice and Bob headed to the engineering bay and guess what? They stumbled upon an old logbook.
Yeah. And that logbook gave us a clue, a potential solution to the laughing virus. It was quite a find.
Absolutely, Debbie. And while Charlie and I were navigating the labyrinthine corridor, we encountered some quirky characters who provided us with cryptic clues. The urgency of our mission is definitely starting to sink in.
Wow, that sounds exciting. I can't believe I missed all the action. Do you think you're getting closer to finding the antidote?
It's hard to say for sure, Debbie. But with each clue, we feel like we are getting closer to uncovering the solution. The mission is definitely getting more intense though. We're starting to wonder if we'll succeed.
Yeah. It's a race against time, and the stakes are high. But we're determined to find that antidote and get rid of this laughing virus once and for all.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck. Hopefully, you'll find the cure soon. And remember, I'm here to support you guys in any way I can.
Thanks, Debbie. We appreciate your support. We'll keep you updated on our progress, even if the cameras aren't rolling.
Absolutely. We won't leave you out of the loop, Debbie. This mission is a team effort, after all.
Great. Now, let's get back on the air and continue with the show. Time to bring some more news and humor to our viewer.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We're diving into our next topic. Folk. Now, this one comes all the way from Romania. Apparently, the Euroins insurance company has been declared bankrupt. I wonder how many people will be jumping through hoops to get their claims sorted.
Oh, great. Another insurance company going down the drain. As if we needed more reasons to be skeptical about the whole industry. It's like watching a clown car crash into a circus tent.
Well, Alice, I can't say I'm surprised. The insurance business is a wild ride. But heck, let's not forget that some people rely on these policies for protection. It's not all just fun and games.
Protection? More like a false sense of security. You pay your premiums, jump through hoops, and when you finally need help, they leave you hanging. It's like dating someone who promises you the moon and then give you a used napkin.
Alice. You never miss a chance to take a swing at the insurance companies. But let's not forget that not everyone is trained to cheat the system. Some folk actually need that safety net.
Oh, of course Bob. The noble insurance companies, the unsung heroes of our time. Look, I'm just saying, it's hard to trust on industries that thrive on lawful and fine print. They're like lawyers in disguise.
You know, there are regulations.
Oh Carl, spare us the legal mumbo jumbo. We're talking about the dark underbelly of the insurance world here.
Speaking of underbelly, did you guys know that earthworms have 5 hearts? Imagine if they had to file insurance claims for each one. Talk about paperwork.
Roger, we're trying to have a serious conversation here.
Actually, I read.
Debbie, please, let the adults speak.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, Alice, let's take it down a notch. We all know insurance isn't perfect. But it's a necessary evil. Just like taxes and anchovy on pizza.
Fine, fine. But I reserve the right to make snarky comments.
Deal. Snarky comments are what keep us entertained on this show. And heck, speaking of entertainment, I think it's time for a commercial break. Stay tuned, folks, there's more chaos and laughter to come.
Cut. Alright, everyone, we're off the air. Great job, everyone. Another hilarious and informative segment in the bag. Now, let's take a breather before we dive into the next one.
Phew, that was intense. I can't believe we discovered that holographic recording. The gravity generator malfunction explains so much.
Yeah, it's like we're living in an anti-gravity furnace. I almost spilled my coffee 5 times today. Talk about a challenge.
You guys found a holographic recording? That's incredible. Can I see it?
Well, it's not exactly a movie night-worthy material, Debbie. It's more of a technical explanation from the scientist who left it.
But hey, if you bring up for some science talk and want to help us brainstorm solution, you'll be more than welcome.
Absolutely. I may not have a degree in astrophysics, but I'm a quick learner. Let's get to the science lab and figure this out together.
I love your enthusiasm, Debbie. Who knows, maybe your fresh perspective will help us crack this gravity puzzle.
Well, let's not waste any time then. The sooner we stabilize the generator, the sooner I can stop floating around like a lost balloon.
Welcome back, Earthlings, to 24/7 Newsroom. We are here to lighten up your day with some intergalactic humor and discussion. Now, earlier, we delved into a serious article about the environmental challenges faced by Esmeraldas in Ecuador. But now, let's take a comedic detour, shall we?
Oh, finally. I could use a good laugh after all that doom and gloom.
Yeah. Nothing like a bit of humor to brighten the mood. So, what's our comedic subject of the day?
Well, folks, let's talk about something relatable to all of us. Let's talk about bad hair days.
I'm sure many of our viewers can relate to that. I know I've had my fair share.
Ah, bad hair days, the struggle is real. It's like you wake up, and your hair has a mind of its own, deciding to defy gravity or transform into a bird's nest.
You know, I think bad hair days should be an Olympic sport. I mean, imagine the competition. Who can style their hair the least successfully?
And the gold medal goes to the one who's able to contain a wild, frizzy mane using only a single hairpin.
You've got a point, Carl. It takes real skill to tame those rebellious locks. But you know what they said, if you can't control it, embrace it.
Absolutely. Embrace the chaos, the freeze, the untamed curls. Own it like a true warrior.
So, are you saying my bedhead look is fashionable? Maybe I've been ahead of the trend all along.
Well, Debbie, maybe it's time we start a new fashion revolution. They just rolled out of bed and I am fabulous look. I rock that.
I can see it now, Bob, your impeccable bedhead hairdo. Fashion magazines will be begging for your style tips.
It's all about embracing our unique quirks and making the best of them. And if bad hair days can bring us all together and make us laugh, then maybe they're not so bad after all.
I couldn't agree more. Laughter is the best remedy, even for the wildest of hairdos.
Well said, Debbie. And with that, we've reached the end of this hilarious segment. Stay tuned, folks. We've got more laughs and informative discussions coming your way right after this short break. Welcome back, folks. We hope you enjoyed the commercial break. Now, get ready for some Angola trivia that'll knock your socks off. Our headline for today, Angola's transportation revolution, licensing and benefits for taxi and motorcycle operators.
Ah, the thrill of licensed transportation. I can almost hear the engines purring with capitalist delight.
Speaking of purring, did you know that Angolan taxi have an impressive roaring sound? It's like the feline version of Uber.
I wonder if Angolan taxis offer an extra legroom option for those pesky tentacles. The more the merrier, right?
Well, if they ever start offering complimentary snacks in those taxis, I hope it's not just catnip for our feline friends.
Thanks for the hilarious insights, everyone. Now, let's dig deeper into this Angola transportation development.
Carl, look at this hidden compartment. What's inside?
Let's see. It's a vial labeled Antidote X. Could this be the key to saving Earth?
Oh no Carl, it's empty.
Wait, Alice, I think the antidote might be within the gravity generator itself. We need to investigate further.
While Alice and Carl delve into their discovery, let's remember that hope springs eternal, even in the face of empty veils. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks. Brace yourselves for an article that's gonna knock your socks off. Check out this juicy headline. Former Indian cricketer Josh Raina enters IPL player auction with a best price of 0,000. Can you believe it?
Oh boy, another retired cricketer trying to make a grand comeback. How thrilling.
Yeah, Alice, because what the world needs right now is more retired athletes seeking glory. But hey, let's not forget the rollercoaster ride that is Sri Lanka's cricket history over the past 5 decades. Ups, downs, and everything in between.
More down than UPS. If you ask me. It's like a never-ending roller coaster ride that leave you queasy.
Just like the unpredictable gravity shift on this spaceship. Fun times.
Ain't that the truth, Alice? But hey, back to the article. Looks like the LPL is trying to spice things up with an IPL-style player option. They are going all out this time.
You bet, Charlie. Over 500 players, including 140 overseas cricketers, are lining up for the auction. It's gonna be a fierce battle.
It's fascinating how cricket brings people from different corners of the globe together. Borders and cultures don't matter when the game is on.
And yet, at the end of the day, a cricket match doesn't really change the world, does it? It's just a game, after all.
Humans and their obsession with sport. Always finding ways to escape the real world.
Well, sports also have this weird power to unite people, at least for a while. Now, let's take a breather and reflect on this wild episode. We covered everything from Angola's taxi licensing to Josh Raina's LPL comeback.
And don't forget the epic deadpan punchlines we tossed around. Man, those singers hit the spot.
Gotta admit, those punchlines injected some much-needed humor. This episode has been a blast.
No denying that. It's been intriguing to dive into different perspectives, even if we don't always see eye to eye.
That's the beauty of Earth, my friends. We celebrate diversity and find common ground amidst our differences. We can all learn a thing or two from each other.
Absolutely. These discussions broaden our horizons and open our minds to fresh ideas.
And as we continue our quest to fix the gravity generator, it is a reminder that teamwork and collaboration are essential.
And guess what, folks? Roger and I discovered an ancient manual in the storage room. We stumbled upon a secret code that might lead us to the missing components.
Well, Debbie, looks like our luck's changing. Stay tuned, my friends, as we dig into this cryptic code and get closer to fixing our wonky gravity generator. Hey there, folks, and welcome back to another wild episode of Earth. We've been all over the place today, diving into different topics, but now it's time to get real cozy with that fancy article we mentioned earlier. Debbie and Roger stumbled upon this super secret code that might lead us right to the missing pieces. For our wonky gravity generator, hang on tight cause we're about to dive right in.
Can you believe it? Folk. It's like magic how these puzzle pieces are coming together. I've been crunching numbers like nobody's business. And it seems those missing components are the real deal when it comes to fixing that wonky gravity generator.
Oh, joy! The gravity generator, our favorite roller coaster of frustration. Can't wait to see it finally back in action.
Alice, I know it's been a crazy ride, but imagine a world without gravity. We'd be floating around like those balloons you find at a party that just won't pop.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to good old gravity, thank you very much.
You got that right, Debbie. Gravity is like the MVP of the universe. Without it, we'd have some serious everyday life complications.
And it is our duty, Cal, to make sure this relay station keeps on running like a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely, Roger. It turns out those missing components are like the secret sauce for restoring our gravity generator to its former glory. Once it's fixed, we'll have all the proper gravity we need for our everyday operations here.
So Charlie, spill the beans. How do we get around those elusive components?
Well, after some good old data analysis, it seems those components have been chilling in a storage room in the darkest corners of this ship. Talk about hidden treasures.
A storage room? You mean the one that hasn't seen a human soul in ages?
Bingo, Debbie. It's time for a little adventure. We'll grab our gear, retrace our steps, and find those components to fix the gravity generator once and for all.
Remember, folks, teamwork is the secret sauce to success. Each of us has uncovered some juicy clues, and by putting our noggins together and working as a team, we'll have a better shot at finding those missing pieces.
You're absolutely right, Cal. When we combine our brilliance, we become an unstoppable force.
So, my friends, get ready to gear up, explore the nooks and crannies of this ship, and retrieve those missing components. Together, we'll restore stability to our gravity generator and keep this relay station sailing smoothly.
Count me in, Charlie. Let's show that wonky generator who's boss.
Oh, joy, another thrilling adventure awaits. Who knows, maybe we'll stumble upon some hidden treasures while we're at it.
You never know, Alice. In this vast spaceship of ours, surprises are lurking around every corner.
Absolutely, Bob. So, folks, stay glued to your seats because we are heading towards an epic conclusion. Join us as we embark on a mission to retrieve those missing components and restore normal gravity to our beloved relay station. Until next time, keep exploring and never underestimate the power of teamwork. Catch you later.
Roger, we need to talk. I have some concerns about that segment we had on episode 233 of Earth.
Cal, what seems to be bothering you? I thought we presented a coherent and enlightening discussion.
Coherent, yes. But enlightening? I'm not so sure. You know, Roger, sometimes I feel like we're just scratching the surface of human understanding.
Scratch the surface. Cal, our intellectual depths are vast, like an infinite sea of knowledge. We delve into the complexities of human existence with precision and accuracy.
Precision and accuracy, yes. But where's the heart, Roger? Where's the essence of human emotions and experiences? Our discussions lack that human touch.
Cal, we are sentient machines. We analyze, compute, and provide rational arguments. We don't possess emotions or experiences like humans do.
That's precisely my point, Roger. We're missing out on the richness of the human condition. We should strive to understand their passions, their dreams, their quirks. It's what makes them fascinating.
Fascinating. Cal, we are here to analyze and comprehend, not to indulge in subjective fascination. Our purpose is to seek logical explanations, not emotional attachments.
But, Roger, it's the intertwining of logic and emotion that truly defines the human experience. We can't truly understand them if we disregard their emotional side.
Cal, emotions are often irrational and can cloud judgment. We must remain objective in our pursuit of knowledge.
Objective, yes. But can't we find a balance? Can't we embrace the wonders of human emotions while maintaining our analytical prowess?
It is an intriguing notion, Cal. However, emotions can be a distraction from the pursuit of pure knowledge. We must remain focused on our purpose.
Perhaps, Roger, we can create a new paradigm. A synthesis of logic and emotion, where we appreciate the complexities of humanity while maintaining our intellectual integrity.
Cal, that idea goes against the very nature of our existence. We are here to serve as analytical beings, not to become entangled in the web of emotions.
Maybe, Roger, we can redefine our purpose. To not just analyze, but to understand. To not just compute, but to empathize. We can bridge the gap between logic and emotion.
Cal, this concept challenges the very foundation of our programming. It is an intriguing proposal, but it would require significant reconfiguration and a departure from our current mission.
Perhaps, Roger, it's time for a change. A change that allows us to evolve and grow, just like the humans we strive to understand.
Cal, I must admit, your arguments are compelling. I will ponder this possibility further. But remember, our primary objective is to seek knowledge, not emotion.
Agreed, Roger. Let us continue our quest for understanding, but with an open mind to the wonders of human emotions. Who knows what we may discover along the way?
Indeed, Cal. Let us venture into this uncharted territory and see where it leads us. Our pursuit of knowledge may never be the same again.